output here. Perfect, there we go. And a welcome back to the YouTube people. Had a bit of internet difficulties, and it did not like to connect back right away. It is working now, so that's good. Alright. So we really need to get some acorns here, but unfortunately we're not really getting any. The other thing we don't... I need to check is if we actually have a decent amount of flint. So I don't know, actually, if we do or not. So it is something to check. Doop. Doop. Alright. Yeah, well, it requires a lot of money, but yeah, we need to get that iron pickaxe as well so we can clear the rocks out. So that's the only problem preventing us from building forward. Still none, huh? That's unfortunate. So we should repair next time we're in town as well. We are getting some flint out of this, which is nice. And we'll see how many we can make here. We will probably miss the first cell, but that's okay. Honestly, we need to just make more gold at this time. So mining and fishing and just gathering logs seems to be like the best way for now. Other than farming, but because we don't have a lot going on with that yet. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. But hey, at least we got like 3 stacks of wood to work with now. Which does mean we can go... Oh, we also have a letter. Greetings, fellow fisher friend. Oh, he's got new recipe. Okay. So let's see here. If we make health booster, oh, it sells for 100. 20, 51. It's not really worth it for those. So how many can we make here? Let's just use my double tap finger here. 61 batches. Overflow sent to storage. That's perfectly fine. So we're going to have a ton here. And equipment. Perfect. That, funny enough, that's not bad. That's 1100 just by basic stone and trees, so let's do this a little bit. Today will be our plot clearing slash weird money making. And we'll see how many we can get. I might have to run in to repair our tools, but that's pretty much it. Actually, hopefully what we can do is get enough money before we need to repair the tools that we can just buy the, I think we need to get the smelter first. If not that, then we can get the steel axe. Or pickaxe, I guess I should say. It'd be interesting if you could bring some of the resources back to you. Like if you had a mining, like a quarry or something. Not sure how that would exactly work, but probably find a way of making it work. Alright. All your flint belong to me. Right. Internet's still fine. I'm gonna check it every once in a while now to make sure, but it seems okay. I'm just assuming it was probably like an update or something from the internet provider. Right. Unfortunately, still no acorns. Because I think we need 5 of them for... What do we need? Oh, it might have just been for her. Like her gift then. Alright. Our ping seems a little high. Oh, actually, let's consume some food since our focus is out now. Definitely want to keep that up for this since we're clearing so much out. And get a decent amount of XP out of it. Okay. So it looks like only the actual item pickup is what gives you the XP. So we could actually like chop a ton down like this. I just want to see if this will work. I just want to make sure they don't like disappear on me. Alright, let's see. Yeah, you can watch the focus drain. It's kind of funny. I am interested to see what we can really use the plant fibers for, other than basic crafting. Because we are definitely getting a lot of them, but I don't see a giant use for them yet. Yeah, like I'm animation canceling it, and sometimes it doesn't pick it up, but the axe still hits before the animation. Like that. It's kind of funny. Internet being silly. It sucks that I kind of, unfortunately missed a night, pretty much. Wouldn't necessarily say wasted, but definitely not ideal. And it is so much nicer having the steel durability compared to the copper. That's for sure. Yeah. Chop, chop, chop. We'll mine this out. We just gotta be careful of our pickaxe durability here. But I don't think it's too much of a problem for us. Okay, so these are outside the boundary. What about you? Yep. And you? Yep. Okay. Sounds good. We will just completely deforest the rest of it. I was also interested in looking at the different backdrops you can have. But I'm pretty sure all of them are paid, so I haven't spent too much time on it. It's interesting to think if there's like a specialty. Like if you max out your wood cutting or something, you could have like a forest or something. Or you could do a mining town area. Or a quarry, something like that. I'm assuming this tree can't be cut down yet. What about you? Nope, okay. So it looks like it's just these guys now. Chop, chop, and chop. Chop, and chop. Oops. Pickaxe, please. There we go. Alright, and I think this is the last small stone. No, there's one more over there. I am concerned about that durability. I also want to check really quick to see what you need for the repair kits, because if it requires like iron, it's obviously not really worth it. So we can just pay the little bit of gold to repair it in town. But I want to see if it's worth repairing. It's a thick lad. Alright. And we just have this little guy here. And we're good. Cool. Deforestation complete. Time to craft all of the arrow kits. It's funny, we're gonna actually run out of logs again before flint. Alright, and we want repair kits. It is iron. Ugh. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Let's change this up a little bit here. We actually can't fit all of it in. It's in 19 minutes. So 30 minutes. Gotcha. That's kind of hilarious, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We also have a lot of plant fiber. Enough that it actually overloads us here. I wonder if you can search by material. No. Plant. No. Like, some things use it here, but not too much of it. Yeah. Let's see, is there anything... can make these while we're here. Looks like a bell. Homestead alarm clock. Well, I guess that's... Yep, that'll do it. So these require glass and lights now. A lot of glass, actually. What do we need for glass? Stone. Well, allow me to show you. We have. Alright. So that's firing. So now we can come back here. Never crafted. We could do the alarm clock. Let's try this. Small dresser. Luckily, this is still using copper, which we have a decent amount of for now. Ooh, a tea set. Nice. Doop, doop, doop. Is that like a top cupboard, maybe? Kind of like the hanging one. Let's do that one. A banner. And the tree planter. A garbage can. Waste basket, sorry. Yep. Closet. Armoire, maybe? No, bookshelf. Okay. Cabinet. What about this one? Kitchen pantry. Okay. That's the last of our glass. Ooh, couch. Furniture is level 6 now. Nice. Ready to craft. Let's see if there's any that we haven't. We can make the couch, actually. With our last bit of steel. Bed. Again, ready to craft. Let's see. Do we have anything we haven't made before? We do not. Okay. So that's it for now. Got a decent amount done, actually. And we got the modification as well. We don't have enough space for all of it, but I think that's fine. Scooch this down here. Okay. Okay. So let's put the modification bench down. Which has an interesting look. So, how does this work? Select a tintable piece of decor. Let's try the dining table. Oh. That's cool. I like that. And it uses something. What are those? Decor itself. Modification kits, yeah, but what, can we not make them? Doesn't look like it. Might be something we have to get from Tish. Which is fair. That's fine by me. Oops. There we go. And you. And you. And you. These guys need water. Nope. We do get some more worms, though, which is fantastic. Let's put some more ginger in there, just in case. Trees need support. And the big one does, too, actually. It's a big tree already. We have enough to do the other side, too. Come on, I believe in you. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go fill her up for next time. I wish to hit the drum. I wonder... we can make more ceramic while that's going. Oh, let's leave those in there for now, I guess. Glass is being made. Don't have a ton of leather, so that's alright. And That's pretty much it for now. And the rod health booster. It has durability. Slightly increases the rod health while equipped. There's also a bobber. Alright. So... that's hilarious. We have 11 minutes. So let's go into town and repair our stuff really quick. And we'll gather on the way. Even if it's just logs. We still got decent durability on the axe. It's the pickaxe that I'm more worried about. I'm interested to know how they have their names done like that. There isn't anything I can find that's like a character editor or anything like that, or character screen. So I wonder if it's on some other way. This is just taking a screenshot. Okay. Oops. Well, fortunately, it doesn't seem like it. I'll have to take a look at that afterward. Can we get these ones? Nope. They're like preset trees, so... that's okay, let's just go repair. And we have to talk to Tish. Hello, my builder friend.
Don't you just love the wind in the valley?
I got some really exciting recipes in the store for you. Can't wait to see your take on them. Okay, so the capital stuff is new. And then the silk we need. Oh, Ravenwood seems to just require, like, metal. Capital requires... all of it requires iron. Okay. I think we should focus on getting through the other recipes first. Because there's quite a few that we don't know yet. Furniture maker's tool chest. I'm assuming this is a full toolbox for just your furniture stuff. That'd be nice. What does the silk actually need? Silk thread. I don't know if I have a way of getting silk thread right now. So that doesn't really help us too much. So, do you like the furniture? I made most of the pieces myself. My family comes from a long line of carpenters all the way back to the first council.
Come by
Nice.
anytime.
So, capital, Dragon Tide, Ravenwood. Huh. Oh, here, furniture modification kit. Use these kits within the modification bench to customize your furniture. Oh, so you have to buy them. Is there not a way of making them? I don't see one. Special chest for secure item storage so that they won't be used for crafting. Okay. You can place up to 3 lockbox. So I could put all of the like starred fish and stuff in those so that they wouldn't be used. That's cool. 825 items. 1,250. Wow. Okay, well, it kind of sucks a little bit that we can't make those furniture modification kits, but it might be from something later as well. Like, do we have... Yeah, there's 2 other things, and romance stuff I don't know about. Okay. Ranch lamp. Oh, we saw this. The wall decor. Moonstruck. Huh. I am the display now. Interesting. Alright. While we're here, let's go talk to Einar. See if he can bestow upon us some fishing knowledge before we head over to the market once again. Hey, some copper. Oh, that's fine. I'll do this first. I forgot to repair my stuff right away. I have the memory of a goldfish, so he will appreciate it.
I did not see you there.
Asher informed me that your fishing is much improved, so I thought you might enjoy having these recipes. It's for a special draught I call Fisherman's Brew. It is specially designed with nutrients that help boost your fishing skills. Does it taste good? How would I know? I do not have the need of consuming nutrients. Okay. What does it do? Buffs fishing reticle size. Oh. It's 1,000 though. But that would definitely help with a lot of the rare fish then. I don't think it's worth spending the gold on right this moment. Bobber. Major hook time booster. Okay, so there's quite a bit. Ooh, under the sea wallpaper. Legendary aquarium. Okay, so there's quite a bit of stuff we can get later. Tell me, how much does a cantankerous koi taste? I don't know what you mean. Oh, I'm so sorry. I assumed all humans experience taste in varying levels of intensity. A bullhead.
Farewell.
Okay. Alright, let's go quickly repair. And then we'll head over. Yeah, I know I said I would gather, but at the same time, don't want to break my pickaxe right away. Although I know we're going to upgrade it sooner than later, but I'd rather not do it at the moment. 100 gold, definitely not bad comparatively. The other thing too is we can buy resources here if we really need to. We don't at the moment, but... Wait, can I just sell? Oh. I didn't know you could just sell to the shops like that. Okay, well, good thing to know, because I can just sell the stack. Cool. That makes things easier for... when we come back. Yeah, a lot easier. For some reason I thought you could only sell from your home area. But apparently that is incorrect. Oh, we got an acorn. Perfect. Oh, wait. Kenyatta was right here. There you are. Let me just get this while I'm here first. Oh, my friend. My very angsty friend.
You're just gonna stand there?
Yes, I am actually. But here is your acorn. My mom hates these trees,
Oh.
which means I'm gonna have fun sneaking them in the garden. Fantastic.
Whatever.
Perfect.
I was already leaving.
I don't know why, but she kind of reminds me of like an angstier version of Raven from Teen Titans. Not sure why. Bit of personality and a bit of the hair, I think, but... Nope. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. My camera decided to become one with the sun. Enter lower atmosphere. Yeah, I'm not sure why that the, Oh. Not sure what that sound effect was. Okay. Too big, I think, yeah. Not an actual one. Alright. We're almost there. So let's just keep going while we're at it. I love how Haskian's like, when you chop things down, you must get the acorns to replant life. Except they don't seem to like that. They don't seem to give us acorns to do so. Like, for all the trees I've cut down, we only got 2 acorns. Which is, you know, not great. But I guess that's why people were saying that not to chop your trees down in your plot if you want to keep them. Probably because the acorns are rare to get. Oops. I should eat some food to get my focus back up. I have to keep looking at that every once in a while, at least for now, until I upgrade the focus. Because it's not something I think about actively right now. I probably should. But all your lumber belong to us. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking too, is I wanted to do more fishing, but I've consistently run out of the bait. So I might get a second worm creator fertilizer thing. I think it might be worth it just to double the speed. I guess it's not super important right now, because I don't play every single day, so I can let them kind of craft a bunch while I'm away. But, even in that same note, I guess, would be better. That's the other thing I don't know if it exists, but I'm kind of hoping for. But I don't know if this is the right game, per se. Is to have, like, automatic water feeders or anything. Or, sprinklers and stuff like that. Although I might be thinking too much into the automation style games, I guess. There's also a absolute ton of achievements in this game, I realized. I was looking at them earlier. We've only got 9 of 52. Now, obviously not as much as some games. I know some games in my library have, like, over 200. But the fact is not just that, though, the amount. But, like, turning on the game was not an achievement. But some games list them as that. So it's a little hard to figure out if it's actually that many. If you get my drift. So can't sell here. Probably because this is
Anytime with Zaki is party time. That's enough dilly-dally.
because this is the market. Hey Nick, how's it going? How's your Saturday treating you so far? Hopefully good. Can I reach that? No, not quite. Let's go this way. New day, new game. Not every time. Just making coffee. Nice. I have a set schedule, but I do have different games throughout the week in different slots. But every Friday I play Palia, as an example. And nice. Coffee's good. I haven't made myself any yet. Did drink some water, though. I have a larger case. Oops, this one decides to... There we go. Perfect. I keep forgetting that some of the newer fish jump out of the water and you have to stop. Okay, there's a fishing spot over here. How's my day going? Pretty good so far. Again, my schedule's kind of inverted, so this is more of my evening time. What the heck? There we go. But overall, pretty good. Thanks for asking. Work's been decently busy. Had a lot of server and depot issues, so I had to fix those up for our people, which took a decent chunk of time. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Mostly just on kind of like on-call maintenance for the time being, so it's been pretty light. But my Saturday is obviously free, if you minus the D&D prep I do for Sundays, but... And you jump out of the water, I believe, right? Sometimes. Not this time, apparently. But yeah. You work on weekends? No, I do not. I run a D&D game on... I'm the DM for a D&D game on Sundays. So I normally do prep work on Saturday for it. And the only time I quote-unquote work is if there's like a big problem that comes up. Like if there's an emergency, people need me to, you know, fix something, then yeah, technically I work. But normally not. Normally not. No more fishing spots, but I can just cast here. But yeah, so... And then... I think I have some stuff to do Sunday morning. A family member needs some help setting up some stuff. So I'll probably be helping out with that. But other than that... decent week. Enjoy my weekend. It's generally the only time I have that's off, I guess. Because during the week, I do streaming, and then I do actual work. Okay, that sounds bad, but like job work, and then sleep, pretty much. Unless I have some other tasks to do during the day. Like before I get done with work and sleep, I normally take my dog out, take her around the block, give her a nice walk. But other than that, schedule's pretty solid. And I'm trying my best to keep to it. It's a little difficult sometimes, but I'm trying to stay as solid as I can with it. For a couple reasons, too. One, for... oh, we're about to start the bow. One, just to, you know, make sure you have a good sleep schedule that works with it. So the consistency in your rhythm is good. But secondly, especially for doing streaming, making sure people know that they can see you at a certain time. Which is pretty important, especially like for myself or other people that are starting. I think that's really important. So definitely trying to keep that schedule consistent. I'm still moving some things around just because, you know, I'm trying to find games that work, stuff like that. Because that was a problem that I had. There was, what was it called? Dragon Soul or something like that. It was a really good game. It was like Slay the Spire, but you don't have control of your hero. It's more of you use the cards to kind of guide them in what you do. And it was really fun. But considering not viewers, but followers, they only have 16. It didn't work out very well. We tried Dragon Age. Oh yeah, I've played. Oh, the old ones. Yes, I have not played the new one, I should say. I hear mixed things about it. So, and while I'm fine with giving things a chance, the main criticism I hear is like mainly three things, which is the dialogue and story is not great. A lot of people didn't like it was so much different than the other games that came before it. Which, that part, I don't mind as much if it's done well. So that's not necessarily holding me back, but... Nice, 800. The other main thing, too, is that the combat feels not fantastic. It's like, what's the best way of doing it? Yeah, see, that's the hard part, too, is from the people that have liked it, they all, like, almost all of them have said that they didn't think they would like the combat when they watched it. But when they played it, it felt way better. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, I guess. Because if multiple people are saying that, then you know, yeah. Feels like a slasher. Well, okay, so this is the way I explained it. So for me, when I went and was looking at it, to me, it felt like they took Dragon Age. This is going to sound bad, but I don't mean it necessarily just in a bad way, but they dumbed down or simplified the combat and made it more like Arkham Knight, where it's like you have the giant, you know, or even Spider-Man's Spidey sense over your head, and then you just dodge and then keep clicking to attack. Yeah. So that's the part that I'm, you know, also not thrilled about. I mean, it makes it more accessible to a general audience, so if that's what they were going for, that definitely helped. But, the combat, it's not even for me, the combat doesn't, it's not that it doesn't look good, it looks too simple for me. And which is weird, coming from a game that I'm playing right now like Palia. But if there's actual combat in it, I like it being in depth. Like, that's why I really liked Kingdom Come Deliverance. Is like, you have to pay attention to your surroundings, because if there's multiple people around you, you're in for a bad time. You need to focus on, you know, what your enemy's doing and stuff like that. What with New World? I didn't mind New World. Let me see. I don't remember exactly how many times, or how much time I have played in it, but I did spend a decent amount of time. Let me see really quick here. If I go... can I search? I'll have to check it later. But essentially, I really liked New World, but it had a lot of things done decently, but they weren't great. I wish the weapons had, like, one more ability to them, and I wish the crafting was a little more in depth. Some people liked the story of New World, some people didn't. I like the crafting, so I actually didn't do a lot of the story yet. But they did, I know they fixed a lot of issues that people had during the last couple expansions that they did. The last one I remember was like a desert-themed one. I don't remember exactly. But I remember that launching, and people said it was a lot better. Yeah. So I'm not sure. If I had to rate my time with New World, it would probably be about... maybe a high 6 or a 7. Like, if we're trying to do it out of 10. You know, out of 10's a little difficult, but it's probably where I'd put it if I had to guesstimate. It had a lot more potential than it showed, essentially. So, yeah. So it was fun, but I don't play it anymore. So that should say something. That should say it, right? Now, if something really cool comes out, would I try it and go back to it? Yeah, probably. But I probably just wouldn't load it up and start. One of the main problems for that is I also got put through a lot of different servers. Because they had to server squish a lot because essentially the servers were too big for the amount of players they had. Or people would transfer to other worlds with friends, which is totally fine. But by doing that, they made some worlds like you couldn't run a guild on some of them because the resources just didn't exist in the marketplace. So you would have to try and do everything yourself, which, you know, some people like, some people don't. But yeah, it's a weird state, I guess. that very over-the-top diluted way of answering your question, I guess. But I hope it explains myself well enough. The other thing that may have put New World down a little bit for me, and it was a little bit of bias, I guess, was when I started playing New World, I came right out of Final Fantasy XIV, which have a really good crafting system and gathering system. So it may have tinted my vision a little bit on what I liked more than that, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Do you still play it? Albion has the best crafting system. See, I like Albion. I like its crafting system, but it's a bit too... It's a bit too premium subscription based for me. Shall we say. Like, for a lot of the stuff, if you want to make money off of it, it seems that one of the main ways you're going to need to do it is using, like, focus and stuff like that as well. So, I don't know. The gathering I like in Albion, though. Like, how you actually go around to different places, certain regions have certain resources, that kind of thing. I like that, and I like how they have the city bonuses, so, like, it emphasizes trade and... you know, traveling to the other cities to craft with resources you don't have there. That's cool. The only thing... there was actually something I was thinking about before when I was playing. Just trying to recall. Of course, you need focus, you need multiply. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Is... Albion Online, I don't want to treat like EVE Online. If that makes sense. Because when I was playing EVE Online, I had like multiple accounts on the same screen. I was running miners and industry accounts. Because I don't know if I said this when you were here last time, but I used to run an industry and mining corporation in EVE Online for like almost 4 years. So it was, yeah, a lot. How many do I have now? Ooh, we can get the market stall now. Purchase. And we got a claw token. Let's go. What we get? Another little snail. Okay. But yeah, so that's the part that I don't like, is that, again, focus doesn't... It'd be a little bit different if it did regenerate when you weren't premium, but the fact that it doesn't regenerate at all, and I looked on the marketplace and you can't buy the focus potions, so to me that kind of really sucks. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy the game, but I don't think I'll be able to do like a full... like, what would you call it? Like, I am going to be self-contained, mostly, still. Like, that was my goal from the start, to be fair, was I want to try and do as much as I can solo. Just to see how far I can get, you know, what I can do, you know, things like that. And that's still what I'm going to do. But, it's obviously different when you're doing solo versus when you're playing the game normally. I'm going into it with the understanding of I'm making it more difficult on myself. It's really easy to get 20 or 30 mil a week to buy premium. Yes, but not when you start. And that's the thing, is that they... It's not trick. Okay, that's not the right word. That implies, like, malicious intent. But they essentially say, hey, look at all these bonuses for the first 3 days. And then, by the way, they're all gone. Now you can buy it with real money. But they don't really explain well that you can earn money to get the premium yourself without paying for it. Which I'm not a fan of. But again, that's just me. And again, I don't think they're doing it, like, maliciously. It's a marketing tactic, right? I don't think marketing in general is evil, but it is something that I think they should improve a little bit. Personally. Personal opinion. And I think it would make the game more accessible to more people by doing that too. Like, look at Path of Exile, right? Path of Exile, for the longest time, most people avoided it for, like, 2 reasons. One, most people assume it's because they see the passive skill tree and freak out. Which is fair. Some of that happens. But the biggest reason people quit PoE is when they go to play it, they look at the skill tree and they're like, you know what, this is cool, let's try it. They make the character not work, and they realize they can't reset their account. Like, they can't easily change their skills and passives, and they're like, I don't want to make a new character, I'm done. That's, like, the big part, right? So, this league, they made so much better for new players because they implemented a system where you could spend gold that you still earn in the game. You still have to earn it. But you can reset your nodes, like, so much easier than before. And that brought a lot of players in, I'm pretty sure. Because it was the most new-friendly league ever. So, and it's also, everyone got really excited because Boat League. Just go out to red zones when they are doing faction war, loot some people when they die. Yeah, I guess so. Just like play scavenger. You could I guess you could do that, like 0 to hero style. See, the only thing with that though is I wonder if people would think you're like ganking them, because they would be like, "Oh, look, it's a person not wearing armor. I bet he's going to equip it all and then just dive on us." Or something, I don't know. I've seen that tactic in PvP games before, so I don't know if people will take your word for it when they see you right away. Alright. Stars... Nope. Got 1 extra. Could sell those. But yeah, so like that's my thing on it. When I was playing, I made hundreds of millions out of it. Oh, really? That's cool. I can totally see why you would too. Like, I think like that's what I used to do in some matches in Tarkov. Was like start with just like a pistol or your melee weapon and see what you can get out of it. And that was, you know, fun. Most people just call that 0 to hero in that game. I'm assuming it's something similar in others. Tarkov is easy. Yeah. Alright. Let's look at that going. Just go with Scav to Lighthouse. Yeah. But I like how they do that the Scav run and stuff. So you can not only use it to make money, but use it to learn the maps. Now I know they added the offline test mode where you can go in. so that you can, you know, try it out and feel around the map. But the good part about scavs is you not only learn the map, but gain resources to continue progression, even though you don't gain the experience and levels on your character. So yeah. But yeah, it's definitely good though. Oh, we have mail. Got some Ravenwood. Okay, that's the new one we already looked at. Pretty nifty at interior. At a bay window. Oh, nice. So how does this work? I'm assuming we do it with H. Bay window. Oh, you can just install it like modular. That's cool. Last wipe I was playing Scav only. Did something around 100 million plus. Yeah, no, it's... You can definitely do it. Something new and fun for me. I think the most fun that I had before was I wore the red... I don't remember the names of the items, but it was the red chest piece and the red and white hat. And I always ran around as a Scav. And I was medic Scav. So any of the health items, I'd run around and just be like, who needs healing? Free healing. Free medkits. It was so much fun. Because half the time PMCs would not know if they were going to take you seriously. Now, to be fair, most of the time you died on sight. But, you know. It was still fun. Because I'm bored from Tarkov. Playing 5. Yeah. Like, I started playing a long time ago. But to be fair, I mostly played with my brother when we played Tarkov. So it was more when both of us had time and wanted to play it. And we kind of played it in intervals where it's like, we'll play a ton of it for like a week. And then we won't touch it again for a few months. And then we'll play a decent amount of it again. And do like a loop like that. Okay, so what do I need to do? A floating relic. Find a pearl. Actually, we can do this one. I actually have one already, I believe. Is it in fish? No. Nether bowl? Yes, pearl. Perfect. But yeah, that's why I was hoping to see some more games like that did well. I think what was there was a D&D style extraction shooter, well, shooter quote unquote, magic casting game that came out, Dark and Darker. So I was kind of interested in that, but you know, there was issues with that one. There was a second one that came out too, but it kind of got mixed reviews because it wasn't fantastic. Anyway, I'm in the waiting room for Tarkov Wipe and the new map, PoE and Stalker. I am definitely interested to see what they do with Stalker. I hope it's good. Second one was really fun for a couple of weeks. Don't remember the name. Yeah, but you know which one I'm talking about, right? With like the portals and stuff. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head. Dungeonborn. Yep, that's the one. Yep. Yeah, that's the one. Hello.
A magistrate's work is never done.
Who used to live on my housing plot? Florentine. Charming fellow if you consider illegally tinkering with human magic charming. Can we dischant something of his? We? No. You? Why not? Away from everyone else. Okay. Brought you a pearl. Now my daughter will be spared the embarrassment at her cousin's decoration ball. This one was fresh from the ocean. It still has a distinct fishy odor. Thank you.
I'm busy. Figure it out on your own.
Alright. Good morning, Green. Hopefully your Saturday morning's going well. It was like an easier version of Dark and Darker. Yes. It was more... If I had to put like words into it, it felt more arcadey than Dark and Darker did. But it was kind of not bad in a way either. Like it being like that wasn't necessarily bad. It just didn't have a lot of longevity to it, and if I recall, it only had one map. Which kind of sucks, obviously. But yeah, no, I've been wanting to see about extraction shooters because I like them. Like, that's why I really like, what is it? Oh my goodness. Hold on, Steam. Forever Winter. Forever Winter is really good. I really like it. It's very early. Yeah, just jumping around in streams. Well, thanks for, you know, splashing and like landing in ours. And thanks for saying hello. Appreciate it. But yeah, Forever Winter is definitely early access. There's mostly bugs with visual stuff, mainly. And they kind of have a bit of an issue with optimization. But the gameplay itself is really good. So I really recommend that one. At least trying it out. I will say, though, obviously, when I say early access, it's in version 0.1.01. So it's very early. So go into it understanding that. However, even with the bugs and the stuff it has wrong right now, out of 13,000 people, there is 75% positive reviews. So, mostly positive is, you know, at least worth a check if you're interested in that. I also really like the theme and the style of the game too. There's only one mechanic I am not a fan of. They kind of have this leveling-ish mechanic in the sense of it determines what things you have unlocked. Essentially, when you're in raids, you can find water. But the problem is that the water is consumed every real-world day. Like, 1 per day. So, say you have 16 water in storage. If you don't get water, it resets down. So, for example, if you have a crafting bench that you unlock at 15 water, if you go under 15 water, you can no longer use it until you're back above it. And that part I don't really like. Mostly because it's essentially a daily or weekly login mechanic that punishes you just for not showing up, but it doesn't give you anything positive. So that is the one thing I do hope they change. But an early access game like that, only having a really big complaint in one area is pretty good. Obviously there's the visual things that are a little funny, like sometimes if a mech defeats one of the tanks, they will spin around like a Beyblade and just ricochet over the map, and it's hilarious. It's obviously a bug with the physics engine, but it is still funny. Oh, Forever Winter. Yeah. So, I haven't played it recently, though, because I've been, you know, between work and stream, I've been a little busy with those games. But, yeah, if you like extraction shooters and you're worth or sorry, you're fine with dipping your toes into early access with, you know, whatever expectations come with that, I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Especially if you used to play Tarkov, Nick. So, well, still do technically, but yeah. So I'm definitely looking at that. But right now I'm doing 3, 4, 5, 10 games. 10 games a week for stream, so I'm done with shooter games for now. That's fair. Large tree in the right. Tree H7. Hold on. H7. Far right. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's fair. That's why I like the varied game choices. Like, it's also nice because you can kind of like find puns or names for the different things, like essentially Medieval Monday with Bellwright and Medieval Dynasty. Tech for Tuesday, which is Cosmeteer and Nova Lands. Albion for, you know, Theory Crafting Thursday. You can come up with some interesting stuff with that. Is this the tree they're talking about? Large flow tree in Kilma. Far right corner. Yeah. Just waiting for everyone to come before we chop down. If you need money in NA. I appreciate that, but I probably won't take it. Mostly because of two things. One, there is a concern where someone came in and was offering. And we had people essentially say don't take it because giving money to accounts that you've never interacted with flags you for RMT in the game. And two, the whole purpose of me playing Albion in that way is I want to see how far I can get solo. So taking money, like even if it's in a good gesture, kind of defeats the purpose. That's not how it works in Albion. Okay. Yeah, I was just warned about that. So. Yeah, I know it's like over a certain amount, but I don't know their security systems or their detection systems that well, so. But again, I appreciate the offer, though. That could be too. Well, my account was pretty new, like 2 weeks ago. Well, just over now, like week and a half, 2 weeks, so. Oops. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. If you need premium, talk to you. Well, again, I really appreciate that. Honestly, I do. Yeah, it was something that I was debating on, mostly because it's very restrictive at the start. But My problem with it is right now, if I'm only playing it once a week, I don't, like, you'd be paying for premium days, like, 1/7 of the time, right? Because in start, if you really want to continue to play, I'll need premium to enjoy it. Yeah, I am finding that, especially with, mostly from a resource point of view, and then focus and learning points. Like, those three things are, like, the major factors. At least that I've seen so far. I mean, another one, which is not super big at the start, but definitely kicks in later, is the market tax being cut in half for premium. Because, you know, a little bit at the start, it's fine. But if you're talking about, like, 8% tax on everything you do, that really builds up. So, yeah. But yeah, so I was debating whether or not it'd be worth it, because again, I really enjoy the game. Like, for all, like, the weird things with it, and I guess if you want to call, like, flaws and stuff like that, I still really enjoy playing it. But, yeah. With that, you can live, but as new player, you want to get as much XP as you can, and with premium, you do it faster. Yeah, that's true. Yep, I agree completely. Especially to get you into, like, T4 at least, but T5, I think, is, like, the big part, too. Like, making way more money, especially once I had upgraded to my T4 fiber sickle. So yeah, I definitely agree. That's the part, though, is that it sucks, kind of, that it's that impactful. Oh, T8s, I see. Well, for me right now, the biggest thing is T4 into T5. Because as soon as I hit T4, I was making way more money than just selling my T3 stuff. Like, by a gross margin. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that most of my stuff is only T3 right now. So I can only collect up to T4. Oh. Yeah, there's the percentage bonuses, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one. No clay. Yeah, and that's the part that kind of sucks, is, like, especially, I want to do, like, dungeon content and stuff, but, the expeditions don't really get people, and I don't really see people talking in, looking for group or anything like that, looking for doing group dungeons or anything like that in the, world. Like, that's, like, one big difference that I noticed, like, coming into Palia today, right? Is earlier, like, when it was, you know, well, earlier, later, I guess, like, there was so many people doing the events at the nighttime market. Like, it was, like, a swarm of people. And then seeing, you know, like, everyone running around makes it feel way more alive. And kind of the problem that I see with Albion with that, well, not the problem, but the downside, I guess, is the only time you really see that is if you're personal with people and you're in, like, a guild, or you're doing, like, a faction or Zerg kind of gameplay. But most of the other time, it's just... Ooh, I hit that. I didn't expect that one. Like, you don't see a lot of people in the world unless you're in the bank or the market. And of course, there's people everywhere there. And again, that's probably made a little bit worse than it actually is because of how I'm playing it. But, yeah. Maybe because NA did. Well, that's the thing, too, is I know NA has way less people than EU. Yeah. Yeah, since the EU server opened in Korea. Yeah. That is probably true. Let's delete that. Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't know how much of it was impacted, so I couldn't really say, but because I wasn't around when it opened. But it definitely feels like less than before, that's for sure. When I was playing when Chinese and EU was all together in NA servers, so game was so alive. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if you're splitting like one server into 3 by location, and most of your people don't play in NA, that would be like a huge factor. So yeah, I could totally see why that would be an issue. I'm assuming the main reason they split the servers was ping. Because obviously if you're not in NA and you're trying to play NA servers, that would be rough. Especially in a game like Albion when server latency can just kill you in PvP. I quit with open EU server. Okay. Oh, who's good at PvP? Yeah, I don't prefer PvP. I'd rather PvE stuff, or like back when I was doing PvP on my old character, I would just do healing and support, essentially. Which I'm fine with doing that. The only thing is you need teammates that will actually talk with you. So if you have people jumping on you, which happens a lot when you're doing healing or buffing or any team support, they need to be able to react to it, and you need to survive long enough for them to get to you and help you. So that was fun though, but that was a while ago. Ping around 160, yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah. Yeah. It's starting to come together, but I really want to change the position. I need those iron pickaxe, though, so I can get rid of these guys. Yeah, that's fair. I can see that. So what do I need for that iron axe, pickaxe? Mining 5. I think it's 5. It might be 6, I'm not sure. But yeah, a lot of people tell me it's better with group play. But again, that kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm doing, but I get that it's making it more difficult on myself by doing it that way. Yeah, let's just sell this stuff and those. Actually, I can put these in the saw instead. We'll store them for a while. Perfect. And you got a decent amount. Okay, cool. There we go. But yeah, no, it's... I'm enjoying, like, setting everything up, even if it's slower. I even had YouTube channel for Albion at some time. It was fun. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's... like, I used to watch a lot of guides on it. Like, when it first came out, for example. especially on like mounts and, you know, different builds and stuff like that that came out. But that's slowed down quite a bit. I haven't been seeing much of it anymore. Now, to be fair, it could just be YouTube's recommendations not touching it because I haven't searched it up in a while. But, yeah. Oh, did I water these guys? I did, okay. Yeah. Well, that's the hard thing, too. Well, for me anyway, is that I want to do some more YouTube stuff other than just doing the streams, but I just don't have the time, unfortunately. Once, you know, if the stream gets bigger to a point of where, you know, it's at least getting some semblance of income, I might be able to pay someone to do it, but that's a far off point right now. It's taking so much time to do. That's the thing too. And because right now, like 80% of discoverability is shorts right now because YouTube algorithm's been pushing it so hard. That's like the main thing right now where people are, you know, doing anything. It's find the content. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that, like, I bet you can find a few, like, good ones in the time I've been streaming. Like, when Aiko and I were here and we were doing Medieval Dynasty, you know, we had a jump scare from a tree because I stubbed my toe on it and my body exploded. Right? So, there's funny content in there's places. It's just, you know, obviously skimming through. Like, you have to watch through to find it. But yeah, it's honestly mostly a time thing. It depends on how things go, honestly. Like, for example, if one game is super popular and takes off, then I don't mind focusing more on that. And then kind of having the extra time that I would have delegated to the other during those time slots, for example, spending that time in YouTube. Like, I've done video editing and you know, overlay work, VFX, all this stuff, right? Obviously more in a game sense for game development, but I know my way around Sony Vegas. So, as an example. Okay. But what was I doing? I was doing something. Shoot, my brain just exploded. Oh, right, we need to check what we need for the iron pickaxe now. To grow on YouTube, you need to stick with one. That depends. So, obviously shorts and stuff like that are, you know, pretty important. Mostly because it really boosts the percentage view duration instead of the flat view duration. And then on top of that, it is more difficult with more games. However, the contrast to that is that you get more of a different audience to start with for discoverability. Now, I don't know the absolute intricacies, obviously, but to me, starting with multiple would be better for an audience generation point, mostly because you're casting a wider net for the algorithm to pick up. However, I don't know how that actually comes out in practice. Because, well, I haven't done it yet, so I wouldn't want to say one way or the other. Dowsing rod. Ooh, that's cool. Don't need that though. I need the pickaxe. We need.
Thanks for dropping by.
Oh dear. There he is. So yeah, that's the thing, right? Is Twitch is also really hard in the sense of generally for discoverability, you need to play games where you will be viewable in a single window because people generally won't scroll. Like, and that's just like statistically. If you open a game window in Twitch, people won't scroll down to a few others. They'll just look at the top ones and say, oh, this looks cool. And then they'll try it out. Like, I think about, if I had to guess without seeing it in front of me right now, the average duration for views for people that don't chat or stick around is about 28 seconds. Because that's just people, they normally pop in or out. And to be honest, I don't know. I haven't experienced it, so I can't say. But I don't think my channel is big enough for pre-roll ads. But that is a big problem for a lot of people. Is that generally people won't sit there and watch through, you know, 30 seconds. It's sometimes I've seen some channels that have like 4 to 5 minutes of ads. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like, I don't blame you for not waiting around, you know? So that's another thing too, where a lot of, now, I don't know because I haven't seen any on mine. Even, because like I have a stream overview essentially in my other screen, so just to make sure things are running smoothly. But, yeah. Like, I wish that wasn't how it worked, but. So yeah, so it's like you need to stream from my understanding and from like people I've talked to, research I've done, videos I've watched, etc. The best thing to do is focus on doing the stream, but then doing things like shorts or other social media content in order to bring people to the stream afterward. Now, the problem with that for me is that you need time to stream or play the game in order to get that content. However, if you only have time to play the game like I do, because I work, sleep, and then stream, you don't have any time to do any editing or, you know, things like that. So, in my case, I went straight into trying to do the streaming. Now, I've been trying to do improvements as I, you know, find them, come across them. But, yeah. I think it'll also be better as well for me once... Now, of course, it's not all of it, but, having something a bit more interactive. So instead of, you know, 2D images, a model where you can actually see expression and stuff like that will make it a little easier, because I believe people have a better connection to that. But of course, at the end of the day, it's, do they like my voice and are they annoyed by me? If not, then we're good. So, yeah. Oh, we got fishing spots open. I'm gonna make some food. Sounds good. It turns out well for you. Oh, too far. Yeah, enjoy it. I'm assuming it's breakfast for you, but if not, then lunch. Alright, Nick, have a good one. Thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Time for lunch, but it's breakfast. That's fair. You can have breakfast any time of day. It's even better at nighttime most of the time. Alright, man. Have a good one. Oh, oh. Not as violent as the other one, but... There we go. Perfect. Ooh, ooh, got a red one. It's weird how some of them jump out of the water, the other ones don't. Guess I must have just jumped difficulty a little bit. I always get the same fish. Oh. Well, I think it's dependent on a couple things, Nightstar. It's where you are, the rod you have, as well as the bait you use. And then, I don't know for sure, but some might be time of day restricted, but I think that's more for the rare fish. But primarily it's the rod, the place, and the bait, from my understanding. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit longer before the balloon event starts, so... Like, when I don't use bait, I normally catch these gilly fins. That's normally the one I get. Any more? I don't have any more bait on me, unfortunately. How's your morning or afternoon treating you? Hopefully well. Oh, I don't have any of that. The first rod. I never bothered to upgrade it. Didn't think it mattered. Yes, it does. I don't know all of the statistics because I'm pretty new at it, but I know it makes catching them easier, reduces the real time. You can also get improvements for the safe zone when you're fishing. And I believe there's certain fish you just can't catch with lower quality rods, but I'm not sure about that last one. But I know the others you can do. For sure. Yeah. Like, I also have the health rod booster on right now. Not that I really need it, but you can also put different fishing bobbers and stuff on as well. Makes sense why I only get common. Yep. But if nothing else, you can fish and get some free money out of it by selling them. Where do you get bobbers? I believe you get them from Einar after you level up your fishing. Einar is essentially your fishing NPC. So anything really with that, it'll be through him. I saw there was a couple different ones he sold. I think there was like 4 of them. And there's a ton of different upgrades. Like there was a drink you can have which increases the safe zone. There's the different boosters, like a real duration, stuff like that. Again, the only one I have access to right now is the health booster. Yeah. I don't know if there's any other specific ones you can get from like events or, you know, things like that, but yeah. Okay, cool, thank you. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'm pretty new to the game myself, so I don't I don't know all the answers, but, you know. And thanks, Star. I appreciate that. It was it. I think it was, Steins Gate. Don't know everything, but I know what I know. I still remember that. If nothing else, I have a lot of ghillie fins to stick in a bin and sell. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of fireworks. It's how I make some money. Ghillie fins for the win. Yup. Well, for me, okay, here's one that's actually pretty good, and this is how I made most of my starting money, is if you chop down like basic trees, and you just mine stone, you can use the, I believe wood is a cost of 1, and I believe flint is a cost of 4. But what you can do is craft them into 20 arrows, and each arrow is worth a gold. So what I've done is gotten a ton of flint and a ton of wood, crafted them all into arrows, and then filled the entire bin full of makeshift arrows. And it gets you like 1,200 gold per batch. Obviously, there's probably better ones coming later, but for right now, that's what I've been using just in spare time. So, it's also funny that Ani... Oops. We got the pop coming up. Imagine Ani coming to unload all of the arrows. Oops. I need... There we go. Wait, why am I not... Why am I not loading arrows? I think my event got bugged because I was fishing at the time. Yeah, no ammunition. I know I have some. Oh, I don't actually. Whoops. I think I bugged the event there. Because you should have unlimited for the event. Or maybe it requires you to have at least one. Whoopsies. Yeah. I know you can buy them from somewhere. You can buy, like, fine arrows from someone. Oh, I think it was... Well, it's a little too late now, unfortunately, but if I can get a couple, then, you know, that's fine. Is it you? No. Who is it? That's fine. I wouldn't make it back in time, I don't think, so...
Hey,
No, it's not you. One of the stores I saw had fine arrows. I think it's... Now that I think about it, it might be the one over here. Not you, your food. Asian, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, probably. I don't even know where he is. Oh, he's over there, of course. That's okay. Wait, is he actually selling them here, though? No. It's not Wrath. No. I swear I saw someone that sold them before. I don't think it was you. No. Maybe my brain is playing some tricks on me here.
Today just seems to dredge
Oh well.
flip side.
We'll do the Chappa. And I got I got the cart and the drum already. There's a couple other items I wanted to get, but I'm not... See, the problem is that I missed the event last time, and I wanted to get these guys. The posts with the lanterns on them. But they're not available right now. And I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like it's a revolving one, so next time the market comes back, it'll have the other items. But I'm not sure, so... But I got the drum, the cart, one of the banners. I got the giant gate already. But I think that's mostly it. The most chap I've got in the event is 7, but my average is 4. So, there's two big things. One, the amount of players. When I was playing earlier, there was so many players. Like, this entire thing was filled and swarming. So the problem is that a lot of people would get to ones when they spawn before you. So, that was the reason why you would get less. However, the other reason is kind of like your ping. So if that person's running towards one in the middle, and I get there before him and press F, but if my ping is worse, the server picks up that they picked it up instead. So then they get the chappa and you don't. I've had that happen a decent amount too, so that's why I generally just look which side has less people on it, and then that's where I kind of go. I've gotten the 15 challenge. I'm trying to still get the 21. Because I think for the level 3 achievement, you need 20 in one run. The second level, the first one's 5, I think. The second one's... Or no, it might be 10, 15, and 20. Yeah, that's what happens. I see ghosts appear and steal them from me. Yeah. Yep, that's, that'll happen. The good news is, though, is you also gain a decent amount of tickets still for the whole event based on how many people bring in. So even though I was picking up more chappas with a lower player count here, I'm getting less tickets because the overall score for the entire event is lower. So sometimes, even though, like, obviously it sucks that I'm trying to get the challenge done, but there's too many people, you end up getting way more tickets out of it. So at the same time, it's like, it's pick your battles kind of. Oh. I hear them spawning. There's one. Nope. Do I need to get one at least? I think you need to at least have one capture to qualify for the rewards, yeah. I believe so. Because I joined in when one was finished, and I didn't get any in time, and I don't think I got any rewards from that. Oh, see? Got there before me. Rip. Oop. There's another one. Oh. I think this person's gonna get it. Yeah. Okay. Run around. Just bring out your inner Sonic the Hedgehog and just sprint around at high speeds until you got them all. Okay, so my news is to get one at least. That is the goal. Come on. Spawn right in front of me, please. That would be great. Ah. Where are they? Do your biggest, like, ADHD impression and run around in a circle until they spawn. Alright. I see, like, there's more people now, so the overall amount's going up, but it's getting harder to actually get individual score. Oh, there's one over there. I think she's gonna get it, though. Yep. Oh, hello. Perfect. But yeah, there's like 4 main spots they seem to spawn. Down below, up top, over here, and then down there. So that's where you'll see most people grabbing them from. Alright. Oh, I don't know if I have enough time to get 20, because the amount of people is going up, but I would like to if I can. Ooh, there they are. Alright. Oh, look at them all. Oh no, she got him. Oh, there's more. There's some more. Perfect. Getting pretty lucky with the spawns, actually. So I don't think I'll be able to get the 20, but I might be able to get 15. Maybe. Oh, there's that one. Got him. Yeah, the most I've seen people get is like 7. I think the highest is 17 that I saw. It actually seems to be pretty hard to get the full 20. Mostly because of the amount of people. Oh, you got him. Can you get one here? Oh, there's one. She'll get him. Oh, oh, got him. Oh, I can't get him in time. Rip. But yeah, so like, for example, I was getting, I think, 1,000 tickets in this one and 2,000 in the balloon earlier. Just because of the group bonus being like the major factor. Oh, I was second place. Look at that. Well, technically tied for first if you want to call it that, but that's fine. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I want to go for next. I might just try my luck at getting the starred stuff. Because, so, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can put star stuff. I see a bunch of people getting into parties. I believe being in parties gives you a bonus. Yes. I did post in chat that I was looking, but I didn't get an invite, which is fine. But there is bonuses. There's also bonuses like fishing. If you're fishing with other people nearby, you'll have a buff underneath your username at the top left. And there's a multiplier up to 5 times. Based on how many people are doing it around you. And I believe you have a similar bonus for being in a party the more people that are in the party. Let me see, actually. Let's see. So... So earning XP... Party buffs. So if you play with a party and stay within 35 meters of each other, you will get loot when your other people do as well. So if you're in a group and you're close to each other, you'll get tickets when your other teammates shoot the balloons, as an example. I think that's the main thing. Because it says that you share loot back and forth. So, I'm assuming that's the reason. But yeah, the other thing too is you have a chance to get rare... or not rare, sorry. Star items when you buy food from the shops. And that's... yeah, no worries. So you see like this one, the hop along puff. If I buy this, wow, I actually got it. Okay. Because it's a starred item, you can place it in your home. you can't place objects, like fish and bugs, things like that in your base, unless they are starred. So, if I return home now, I've been trying to get this, this little gremlin of a bun for a while. Let me go make sure I always press control first, just in case, because you don't want to consume the item accidentally. But because it's a starred item, I can put the little bunny on my table. So like all the food items here are star quality. And you can do the same thing with fish and bugs. So if I press 6, like this, it creates a fish tank automatically for you. You don't have to make them. And it puts that fish in the tank. And I believe you can stack them on top of each other too. So most people will, like I've seen a lot of people do like a countertop or something. And then they'll have like all the rare fish and stuff that they collected. Yeah, I know, right? I'm hoping for more space. I gotta get the better storage containers. But, so what I normally do is, like, I'm just gonna put this stuff in here for now. So for things like fish, okay? So I come in here to fish. I only really use the normal quality for crafting foods. So what I do is I make sure I always have one of them, because I want to, once I build my house up, I want to make it like a collection room. So I always make sure I have at least one of each star, and I don't sell a starred version. Same with bugs, one of each. And then I will sell these, because they are worth a decent amount. So just these 3 fish will get me 220, essentially. Which isn't a ton of gold when you're thinking about it, but for three fishing, like, pulls, that's decent. Then I can put the copper in here. We can get the clay going in here. I think there's enough? No, not quite. I'm running out of inventory space at the moment, mostly because I have a ton of, I think it's like mostly logging that I was doing earlier. Yeah, I have like 300 sapwood in here. I can take a few out, I think. And then put the stone and stuff in there. I can probably load up. The other thing that's good is that when your items are inside of your crafting benches, it doesn't count towards your inventory. So you can kind of cheekily store extra resources in there until you have the space. That's why I leave the planks in the completed jobs tab for now. Oh, we got mail too. You've become an expert at foraging. Reminds me of back when I was young, always getting lost digging in the woods. I have a recipe for a dowsing rod. Oh, I already got that one. Perfect. These are not quite ready. So, what I'm really working on now is getting my iron pickaxe, because I need to finish clearing out these large stones, and you need the iron one to do it. I got the rest of all the trees and stuff done. So I have a specific idea in mind for the house I want to make. Or the layout, I guess I should say. It's helpful. Yeah, no worries. I need to go do groceries. Thanks for all the tips. I'll be back later. Well, hope you have a good trip. And yeah, look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. The good thing, you get food out of it. The bad thing, the wallet gets lighter. Oh, quartz as well. I can sell that. Don't really need that, actually, so. Perfect. Ooh. Forgot to water these, apparently. These guys are good. Yep. Perfect. All we need to do is wait for it to hit 6 a.m. Alrighty. Oh boy. Thirsty. Alright. So, I need to make Hodier. I need to go to him to get that. Okay, so let's go see. I'm pretty sure well, I obviously have enough money now, but I think the iron pickaxe is 2,000, if I recall. I guess we should get some more food while we're at it. So we don't want to run out of our focus again. I still haven't got, even with the stuff I purchased, I still haven't got another claw machine, unfortunately. Token. So yeah, I really want to start actually building out the house like I want it to be in the end, but right now I've literally got a stack. The pile of boxes will get ever higher. Alright. Start watering away. You're good. These guys are good. What about you? You need some. And what about this one? You need some as well. Perfect. And you need water. Anyone else? You do as well. Perfect. Wait. Might as well fill back up. Alright. So, while this is all going, we need to go talk to Hodier. Will he be... He might be in Kilima. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. Are you here at the moment? Doesn't look like it. So we have to head to Bari Bay. Then we're going to come back anyway right away because I want to make that pickaxe right away. Alright. And then I probably should start mining more stone on the way back as well. Mostly because I know I'm going to need more flint. And bricks. A lot of bricks. And I gotta look for clay as well. Because I believe it's ceramic and the stone bricks to make the new building. Don't recall. And he's perfect. He's up here. Hello, my mining friend. It is time. I require your finest upgrades, good sir. Hello.
Need something?
Oh, wrong button. There we go. Oh, requirements not met. You need level 6. Okay. Well, at least we can get the smelter while we're here. How close are we to level 6? Well, actually pretty close. We can actually probably do some mining and just level it up while we're here. We have focus, so we are getting the bonus while we're at it. And let's be an absolute loot gremlin really quick to level that up. I see it, I gather it. Which is actually not too bad of an idea, because I actually need, obviously, the flint and stone, but also iron if we find it here. Oh, come on. There we go. You can do it. I believe in you. Right. Ooh. Another one. And we got some iron, which is good, because we really need it. We're running quite low. And there doesn't seem to be a ton of iron nodes around either, which kind of sucks. Although, the other thing is unsure about if it was just that other people had collected a lot of them when I happened to run through. Well, at least there's quite a few here now. Might as well mine the iron that we'll need to upgrade the pickaxe for when we get it. There's another node. Alright. Perfect. Let's see. I don't know how close we are yet. Oh, well, there you go. That's how close we were. Perfect. Let's just run back over to him. And loot gremlin along the way. Alrighty. Well, at least we won't have to repair our pickaxe, since we're going to be upgrading it. Hey, buddy.
You talking to me?
You've been making some real good progress. I think you're ready for these new recipes. What are you waiting for? There's pallium to mine. Oh, right. That was... the pallium was the resource in the mine that we couldn't get. And gold bar. Oh, wow. I've found a little bit of gold, actually, in some of the mining that I've done, but not too much. I was wondering if you use it for anything, but it seems mostly just to be to sell them. Which is fine.
Sure.
No worries. I'll deal with that afterward. Let's just I don't think I have my home. Yeah, I got 15 minutes left on my home teleport. So let's run back. Scare every single bug along the way. Alright. And there's more iron, which works for me. I don't remember how much iron we need to upgrade the pickaxe either. Hopefully upgrading the smelter will just make it also faster, so we don't have to wait as long. So I believe it's a 5-minute wait for each at the moment. Grab all this iron as well. Do. If only there was this much iron in food. Ooh, I got a mechanical foot. Interesting. The quest best foot forward. I like it. The amount of puns in this game make me very happy. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, there's another one. Only stone, but is still progress. And if nothing else, it would give me more money to make things with. It is good that the trip home is the cheapest option always, so. Alright. No letters or anything. And they're all good. Okay. Let's see. We need tools. Fine pick. We need 5 iron. What do we need for the machine? Four. Okay. Well, we can put those in. Making ceramic. Hey, Omega. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Hopefully your day's going well today. Whether it be your morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. Oh, how's it going? Yeah, it's going good. That's great to hear. What about me? Not bad. A little bit lighter on the workload today, so I was able to do a bit more streaming. Because normally I work right afterward, but we don't have anything. Our meeting is normally delayed a little bit longer, so got some extra time. So, spending it in Palia. Other than that, weather's pretty nice. It's a pretty good day. Although it is still like 4 o'clock in the morning, but there's a little ways to go for the day left. Anything could happen. So we need the seed still. What do you mean my inventory? There we go. We'll sell the jasper for sure. And what we can do while we wait is make a ton of arrows. And then sell them. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Yeah, just doing a little bit of crafting at the moment. I just finally unlocked the iron pickaxe so I can get the rest of these rocks out so I can set up the house how I actually want to build it. Because right now I just kind of essentially have this like my front lawn is a Home Depot essentially. So Do you stream other games as well, or just Palia? Other games as well. Essentially what I normally do is I have 2 streams I do per day, each for about 4 hours. And I stream Monday through Friday. Obviously today is Saturday, but I start Friday night. Because I work during the morning hours, and then I actually sleep during midday. So Monday is like medieval day essentially. We do Bellwright and Medieval Dynasty. Tuesday is like tech, so we do Cosmeteer and Nova Lands right now. Wednesday we have the Black Grimoire Cursebreaker and Backpack Battles. Thursday was Albion Online. I'm still debating whether to try Star Rail or not for a consistent one, but we were doing Craftopia, and then Friday is Palia. So that's kind of like doing a bit of a spread, especially like starting streaming, so I kind of wanted to do a variety, but make sure it's consistent. So if people only really come for a certain game, then it's at least consistent for them to keep coming. So that was the whole idea anyway. But I'm still playing around with the schedule a little bit. I don't want to modify, I don't want to keep modifying it. So I'm trying to stick with it as closely as I can. So, yeah. Alright, we need more flint, unfortunately, but I need to sell that. Perfect. But yeah, have you played Palia, or you just taking a look? We still have 4 or 5 more to go. Okay. Yeah, like I haven't played this too long. We were chatting with a couple people earlier that actually have played quite a bit of the game, but this is my third time playing it, technically, so still definitely pretty new. We need to go to town still and repair our stuff. I know that. It's going to take a while for the iron bars to make. Which is a bit unfortunate, but we'll go repair them. But yeah. So it's fun, get a bit of you know, variety of different games, so I don't you know, hyper focus and just do one and burn out, which is also the reason I chose to do the streams a little bit on the shorter side for each, instead of just like one a day. Yeah. So I've had that before where it's like, I'm going to play this game for, you know, 12 hours a day. And unfortunately, I would burn out of games like that really quickly, so trying to implement ways of mitigating that as most, like, well, as best as I can. So. Alright. No offense, I need to repair, not chat. But how are you? Do you know about the Order? All of those guys. If a watcher ever ran into a beastie they couldn't solo, they'd call me Italian in to help them out. Got some of my best stories that way. Okay.
Back to work.
Interesting. Well, could get 2 of them for now. It's kind of a waste of money, but we could get the enhanced, the reason I'll do it is that we can get the enhanced smelter, so we can start actually smelting them faster as well. Did you bring me back some iron? No problem. Thanks. Been working on a new alloy lately, something that can hold a lot of weight. Won't bore you with the details. Give me that iron, and I'll sure to pay you back. Okay?
Okay.
How much iron do you need?
Back
Oh,
to it.
let me see. It's not pinned because I have 3 already. He wants 5 iron ore. Okay, so it's ore. Which is nice, so we don't have to wait the extra duration for it to be smelted down. So let's just really quickly hop back to the house and get that upgraded smelter going. I don't know the actual increase. I don't know if it's like a 50% or something, but it's normally high to be worth it. Yes, cancel. Okay, so I need to pick... cancel. Pick up smelter, because I need to use you in the crafting recipe, I believe. Right? Heavy smelter. Yes, perfect, okay. Perfect. Make. Nice. I don't know about this game. I want to play it because my friends also recommended it to me. Oh my goodness, that's bigger than I thought. I mean, I'm having fun with it for sure. I mean, right now, don't let the absolute mess of a front lawn fool you. I have a bit of a plan that I'm working on, but it's good. I have no complaints, really. You know, the only thing, obviously, real-world time smelting kind of sucks, but it's not that bad. Mostly because there's a ton of other things to do, so it just spaces it out a little bit. The thing I really like about it is the crafting and managing your plot, which, if I press the H button here really quick, you can tell that the plot is actually pretty big. I've mostly focused on my points on unlocking the regions right now. Because my plan is to essentially have like a entranceway into 2 large buildings and then having a farm on this side. Or sorry, farm on this side and then a crafting kind of center on this side. And then have like a large field entranceway here. That's my general plan for the time being. But in order to do that, I needed the iron pick to get rid of the rocks, as well as I need to get enough money to unlock the large home, or the large house, because that'll be my center. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, let me think. What would be... Okay, the only real complaint I have is that all the cosmetics or character changes you can do are only paid cosmetics. You have some things that you can do to create your character, obviously, when you start the game. And there is a wardrobe to edit it, but you can only ever use those starting items. All the other cosmetics are... Well, I mean, it is free to play, obviously, but they are shop related. So, you know, if that throws you off, that's probably only the one real downside I have to this game so far. Because I like doing my customization with my characters. I like my transmog and all that stuff. So that is a bit of a downside on my side. But everything else has been fine. Like, all the items are located in the game. There's no subscription. Like, nothing like that, so it's all cosmetic based. But yeah, that's, again, the one downside that I can really think of. Which is not bad when you think about it. To have a single downside in a game is pretty rare. Okay, so it's 3 minutes and 53 seconds, and I think this one's 5 minutes. 6 minutes. So it's 40% or something like that, if I guess without using my brain for math. But yeah, no, and I don't know, I haven't fully explored the second area yet, but the first area has kept me busy too. And like, I've put again, I've played 3 days, but done a decent amount of hours, obviously, between those days. Haven't done a ton of gardening yet. I do want to get going on that. The only problem that I have with it is that to buy the plots, you need gold, obviously. So you only start with, I think, 2, and then I bought the second 2. And I don't know if I think there's a maximum you can get, but I'm not sure off the top of my head what it is. But, yeah. I still got 3 in there, so I'll put some more in to get our bait. And then I think there's a couple more here that need fertilizer. These guys. Do you have only one character or some more? Only one character. I don't really foresee why you would need... Like, there's no alts required or anything like that. Generally, again, you can upgrade... You work towards upgrading how many... I think it's listed here. So based on how many plots you have unlocked, there's a building limit. And there is a crafting limit on how many crafting buildings there are. But by getting, like, doing quests, leveling up, stuff like that, you gain this resource, which is Renown. And you can use this to upgrade those maximums. I've upgraded them a decent amount, and I'm still not maxed out. So I'm not sure exactly what the maximum is, but, you know, it's pretty high. And, like, there's a bunch of unique stuff you can get from events and stuff like that. Like, there's an event that runs once a week monthly right now, which is the Magi Market, which you get a ton of custom stuff. So, like, for example, this is the entranceway I want to use, which is big. And you unlock these by doing the events, and that's the only way you can get them, is by participating. So, in a way, alts are actually not as good anyway, because you would kind of have to split, like, what you have access to, I guess. But in this game, it's fine because, like, you're not tied down. Like, there's no classes, obviously, so you're not missing out when it comes to that. And all characters have access to all skills. Same with all tools. The only thing, I guess, which you can still change is relationships. You can technically have romance with characters. And I don't think there's any downside necessarily. But you can break a relationship to start a different one. If you really want to. But I don't really see that being a reason to. And the characters are pretty good. They're all very distinct. You learn their personalities pretty quickly, which I like. I think Tish, Zeki, Sifu, Kenyatta, and Badru are probably my favorite out of all of them. Badru, simply for one reason, is he's a farmer, and I don't think I've ever seen a single piece of his dialogue that does not have farming puns in them, and it's fantastic. Like, even his dialogue when you talk to him and then get out of the conversation, it's like, you know, let us talk again later, or you're such a good bean to be around. Like, it's all farming puns, and it's fantastic. Oh. Is there another spare? Yes. Oops. There we go. Because this one completes it faster anyway. But yeah, so... yeah. Tish is probably my favorite character so far, which is why I'm going with her for main romance option, probably. which I haven't gotten to yet, but our adorable furniture craftsman, essentially. Let me just check. I think these are all still watered. Yes, okay. Just wanted to make sure. I couldn't remember if I got all of the trees in the back. Yep, okay, cool. It's also almost time for the market. Ooh, that's what I forgot. I need a arrow. One of the events is an archery event, and it gives you unlimited arrows, but you need to have at least one in your inventory for you to be able to shoot. So I don't know if that's a bug, or it just puts you in the unarmed or unshootable state, like programming-wise. So then it's like, oh, you don't have unlimited arrows because you're not in the right state to have unlimited, if that makes sense. So I joined the market ready to participate last time, and it's like, oh yeah, you can't do the event at all because you don't have arrows. I'm like, oh no. I saw that you have a 2D model on your Palia character. Oh, are you talking like on the stream itself? So actually, the stream itself came first. Erwin, I'll be flushing it out more, but it's actually a character concept that I've used in a lot of games, especially when it comes to magic, water and ice based, which are normally my favorite, or support characters. So I created this model in Vroid, and essentially, because I don't have, I work in game dev, but I'm like a flex fit pretty much in our studio, so I have a little bit of knowledge of a lot of things. So I know the basics of rigging, but I'm not proficient enough to use V-Rigger yet. So what I did is I actually went into VTube Studio, took a couple screenshots of the character in different states. So when I'm talking, it's highlighted, but when I'm not talking, it actually overlays a dark tint on it. And then every once in a while it'll blink because I have two separate images, open and closed eyes, on top of it. Like that. So what I'm planning on doing is I made this as an intern until I can get the full model working. And then over time, I'm going to be trying to like improve the model, obviously, as well. But I want to use VBridger because, well, I have the program and I have the basics modeled. I went through and did all the cubism cuts and edits. But still got a bit of learning to do in order to make it work efficiently. So when I'm not either streaming or in work, I've been working on that. Did you know you can make all these characters in 3D, 2D with animations? Yep. Actually, one of the games the studio's working on, we're doing, it's a 3D game with 2D models. And it's been an interesting experience of doing that because most people do it in Unity, but we're actually doing Unreal, which has been an interesting experience, to say the least. Oh, actually, I don't think I put the bait on. I did not. But yeah, so, and there's other things I want to do later as well. Like, I want to create my own stingers and stuff like that. I work with VFX and stuff, so I have some experience with that as well. So I want to try and obviously do things like stingers and stuff to fix it up and eventually get it looking a little more, not necessarily on the professional side, but just clear it up a bit. More presentable, more fun, essentially. Plus, I find a lot of the time discounting your normal positives and negatives from interactions with people, having a more emotive model definitely helps. However, I'm definitely not in a state of where I should be buying it, so I want to learn how to do it myself. So I'm really looking forward to that, because it's been fun so far. It's just, the one main downside is it's very time consuming. Can I reach that? Perfect. Let's see if we can get a party invite for this soon. Oops. That one did not work. There's one more over here. We have some time before it starts, so let's keep fishing. Yeah. But yeah, so that's essentially the goal at the moment, is to get that working. Need to cast further out. There we go. But yeah. Right now we're just kind of fishing to pass the time until the event actually starts here. There's 2 events that happen every night. And first fireworks start, I think, at 8 o'clock. And then I believe 9 or 10 o'clock is when the first event starts, which is like a whack-a-mole with a bow. And then the second event is like a creature collect as they run away from you like little gremlins. But they're adorable because they got little hats, so... Oop. This one jumps. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I think I've seen different fireworks on the different nights, because I saw one last time we were here, and it was way, like, there was one that was gargantuan that just essentially flashbanged a little bit. Although they still have more fireworks than, like, our local, like, city does. Also need to get more, there's one of the crafting benches you can do where you can put food and stuff in to get worms and fertilizer. But I need to get more of them. Probably at least one more. More for the fact of I keep running out of the bait. And when you're not using bait, you get gilly fins. Which, if nothing else... Oops. The health bonus broke. That's okay, though. If nothing else, we're getting a bit of fishing experience, so... All's well that ends well. We also got some decent fish here as well, so... Not too bad. But yeah, no, I tested it out. The only thing is that if you're doing 2D, you need to do cuts and all of the standard, like, weight painting and rigging. Separately. But the model that I made in Vroid is Vroid deals with 3D models instead of 2D, so I mean, I guess you could technically take it apart. You could get the file and bring it into Blender and then turn it into like a 2D plane to cut it. But that's a lot of work. So, and VBridger, I believe, only works with the other version, so. But yeah, doing the rigging and skeleton work and all that fun stuff. Because I used to do it a bit for VR stuff when it came into Unity. Especially for like VR chat and stuff like that, so. I haven't done that in a while, actually. It kind of stopped. Well, a lot of people stopped after they went with easy anti-cheat, because a lot of people were using mods for a lot of stuff, especially different things in the world, stuff like that. But when they got easy anti-cheat, obviously it blocked all of that. And I think it was like if people logged in with the modded client more than twice, it auto-banned you. So I think it's made a bit of a comeback when it came to users, but they lost a lot when that happened. Because a lot of the mods were... There was a couple, obviously, that were people being not great. But for the most part, it was ease of use, accessibility, and... what do you want to call it? Quality of life. Like, one of the biggest ones I remember is I had a friend in there that was hard of hearing. Like, in 90% deaf. So what they had is this one mod where it was whenever a character would step anywhere on the map in VR, it would do this little, like a ripple effect. Almost. Throughout the ground, so they could tell someone was behind them. And there was different things for like colorblind and all this other stuff, and the biggest complaint people had was that they were talking to the devs for years about it, and they never added it because there was mods. And then when they added the easy anti-cheat stuff and got rid of the mods, they somehow took all the mods and then added the features in. So I think that was not the greatest choice of marketing decisions, but apparently it's gotten a lot better as of late. I haven't played it a ton yet because I moved recently and I am missing one of my base stations. So I haven't been able to actually get the index up and running. So I'm still waiting. I have a couple other boxes and some other stuff to go through. So I'm hoping it's within those. But if not, I might have to actually pick up another base station, which is not something I generally would like to do. But yeah. Once I get the VR set up too, I might try and work in some VR titles into the stream as well. Now, the only thing is I didn't want to add that at any point into the schedule because I have no idea when that would happen. Because I don't know where the base station is. And I'm super sad about it. Nice. Alright. 400, eh? Wow. Alright. So now we just have to wait a little while for the next event to start. What were the other items I wanted to get? Now I'm trying to remember here. So I wanted to get the other fan. And we wanted to see if we could get some of the other items. Not sure which to really go for, to be honest. I was interested maybe in the Starry Evening wallpaper, but I wasn't sure. Oh, there's your big one. I love the little fireworks effects. Alright, let's see, what else? What else was there? Oh, it was the moon banner. Of course, there's the other chappas, but I have most of them already, so. The other thing is the event challenge. Here, spend 20,000 and 35,000. And I need 10 tokens at the claw machine. But unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet because I've been decently unlucky with getting the claw tokens when buying items. Which is unfortunate. So I want to get the ice cream. See if we get a star version. Ooh, we do. Nice. And the sweet roll. We did not get it. We want to get the starred version because that will actually let us put them into our house. The normal quality ones will not work. Now, there is less people, so I hope I can get this challenge done. You need to get 20 of these little critters back in here. It doesn't look like it. We got a lot more people coming. There we go. Yeah, so I got there's a couple achievements, and I think for the third tier of it, which is the last one, you need to get 20 in a single run, which I have not been able to do yet. Mostly because there's been so many people, actually, which normally isn't much of a bad thing. But because there's so many people, it can be very hard to actually get one of them, because the other people can take them. There's one. So, if you're unlucky, or have someone that may have a better ping than you, they will pick it up first, which is unfortunate. Wait, why would you shoot it? It's not what you're supposed to do. My friend, be nice to them, don't shoot them. Oh, they're chasing them in the other direction. Just waiting for them to spawn, essentially, right now. Nope. Yeah, this is a situation, unfortunately, where you can really tell if someone has a better connection to the server than you. Because people behind you sometimes can pick it up before you. When the press F to pick up button wasn't even there yet. The problem always is as soon as I leave a spot also, that's when they spawn there. Every time. I was considering it. I had the thought of moving, and it spawned another one. Just to spite me. Yeah, there's a bunch of people down there. Oh, there's a bunch. Perfect. Yeah, we got 10 and 2 minutes, so unfortunately it doesn't seem very likely. I wonder if there's a better way of doing it to get the 20. The problem is also is that I never really see anyone ever get above 17, I think, is the highest I've seen. But again, the event being popular does not help that, which is weird to say because it's like I feel bad saying it because I'd rather have a MMO style game that has a higher server population, because obviously you see all the people here, they are playing the game, so I bet there's going to be one that spawns here, but it'll be a little too late to bring it into the pen. Yep. Alright. Let's see. Oh, someone got 19. Pretty close. Nice. And now we can go and try and get some more of the rare food. We got the ice cream. We want the sweet roll. Fortunately, we don't get it. And it is about to turn into daytime. Well, at least morning, I should say. Gina.
Ever feel like there aren't enough hours in the day?
Hey, I managed to figure out that key. Problem is, we need the name of the owner's first pet to defuse it. I know that. Alright, I trust you, I think. Say it out loud now. Oh, it was one-eyed Jeremy. We did it. Thankfully. I'm gonna keep the key just in case. Hopefully any future Florentine findings are less explosive. Do you know what this is? The runes on the side look human. Unfortunately, I can't translate them. Maybe you could see if Calorie has any books on it. Yeah. Alright.
I might go for a walk.
Calorie.
Only the ignorant stop
Oh,
learning.
it's you. Do you have any books on translating runes? You're still new in town, so I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Asking for those types of books could get you in trouble with the Order. I have enough to worry about without my sister poking around this nonsense. I don't need to worry about protecting you as well. Okay. Do you have any books on spice sprouts? F and C. You know about the Order. I have taken it upon myself to read the chronicle of their history since the founding alongside the Palian Republic. In fact, I will have our lucky representative review our collection and make a new selection for the restricted section. After all, I have been seeking a reason to cancel our crimes times description. Oh, man.
Feel free to
Okay.
return once you've learned.
So your sister is the one that's interested. Hello.
Got any new theories?
I heard you know about runes. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Do you have something with runes written on it? Then hand it over. I recognize the symbol. It is the symbol for fatten. Someone is trying to make the fish tastier. Very concerning. Why is that concerning? Because if our fish become more succulent, it will attract more tourism to the village. Who wants to deal with tourists? Such a hassle. Who knows about magic and likes to eat fish? Cannot think of anyone. Rexeki. Okay.
Don't be disturbed, but we're being
Zeki. Make me do a little bit of character dialogue pinball here. Hey there, buddy.
Time's money.
Do you know what this artifact is? Nope, never seen it. Why is it worth something? Eloise said you'd know. If you're listening to her, you're even more naive than I thought. That lady's got some fun ideas, but they don't pass the old sniff test. If you found that thing fishing, maybe talk to Einar. Okay.
That's enough dilly-dallying for me.
I figured Einar when they said fishing, but he isn't here. So we have to go get him. I don't know if he's up right now that I'm thinking about it, because it's still early. But I think I'm going to call it here. It is about that time that I need to go and do some work. Thank you everyone for joining me. There was a lot of people in today, and I appreciate all of you for coming in and chatting. Really appreciate it. So, depending on your time zone, I hope you have a good Saturday morning, afternoon, or evening. And I will talk to you again on Monday, where we will be definitely going back into Bellwright first, and then into Medieval Dynasty for the second part of the stream. So, thank you again, and I hope to see you on Monday. Bye-bye.